Hello, students. We are in week 2 of our e-learning, and this week in reading, we will be discussing the theme of overcoming obstacles. And to start our week, we will begin determining the main idea of a text, recount the key details, and explain how they support the main idea. As we go throughout the week, we will have this essential question. It says, how does each person overcome the obstacles they face? Remember, overcome means to get past something or over something, that you win or defeat something else. And an obstacle is a challenge or problem that you may face or have difficulty with. So as we read each text, we're going to think about how does each individual get over or defeat those challenges and problems that come up in their life as they are trying to reach their dreams and their goals. Before we get started with our text, let's review what main idea means. The main idea in a text is what the author wants us to know about the topic, what the author is trying to teach us or trying to have us learn. And in order to determine the main idea, the author provides supporting or key details for you to gather information. Remember, supporting and key details explain or prove the main idea. When we have a main idea in the text, the author wants us to know one thing in particular or learn one thing. However, the author provides multiple key details for us to gather to prove that main idea. Let's think about the main idea like the top of a table. When you have the top of a table, there are legs on that table holding the table up. We can't just have one leg holding the table up or the table will fall. Two legs could hold a table up, but it would be a little wobbly. When we sit at a table, we like for our tables to be very sturdy and strong. So usually a builder might build 3 or 4 legs on a table to hold that table up well. It's the same for main idea. The author wants us to know about a topic, and so he shows us or she shows us that main idea by providing those key details. Think of the key details as a leg on a table. One key detail is too weak and cannot hold up the main idea all by itself or prove that main idea all by itself. 2 key details are better, but the table's not quite sturdy. It's a little wobbly, not strong. So 3 or 4 details are much better for the table to be very or super sturdy in order for us to determine the main idea. So as you read the text this week, you'll be gathering key details, not 1, not 2, maybe not even 3 or 4, but possibly many key details for the author to have us learn whatever it is we need to know about the topic. The text this week will be nonfiction text, and in particular, we will be reading about biographies. What is a biography? Well, a biography is a detailed description of a person's life. It involves more facts about a person's life, including their challenges and obstacles they overcame. We've read biographies in class before, and you've studied individuals on your own before. Remember, bio means life, and graph in the word biography means to write. So think of the word biography as a written text about someone's life. 2 biographies we will read this week are about Misty Copeland and Bessie Coleman. Misty Copeland was an athlete. Look at that picture. What sport or activity do you think she was an athlete in? She is still alive and living, and you can even follow her on Instagram if you're very interested in her. Bessie Coleman is not still alive. She was born nearly 100 years ago, and she is famous for being an aviator. Have you heard that word before? Look at the picture closely. An aviator is like a pilot. She was the first African American woman to do something important. The first text we'll read this week is about Misty Copeland. In the text Dancing Towards Dreams, we will practice reading biographies and gathering those key details to determine the main idea. But what's important in a biography? The first thing that's important in a biography is to find those obstacles in their life story and to find the most important obstacle that the individual faced. So questions that we will ask to key in to what's important are, what are the major obstacles or problems this person needs to overcome? What are the ways the person overcame those obstacles? What is this person famous for because of their life experiences? And how does their obstacles help me understand their story? When you first see a text, such as this one, it's very important that you survey the text by glancing at the big things that jump out at you visually, such as the heading, the title, the visuals, those photographs. Ask yourself, what does it seem like this text is mostly about? And then after you've surveyed the text, you'll go back and read the text with that main idea in mind. So check the facts as you learn to see if they really do fit with the main idea statement that you've already made. And when you finish reading, revise your main idea statement based on the new information you have from the text and the text features. So remember, look across the page and tell yourself what you see. I see a title, a photograph, some bold headings, beginning ballet, changes and challenges. And if you put all these visuals together, what do you think it's mostly about? Dancing Toward Dreams tells me that someone is trying to reach their dreams by dancing. The photograph shows a ballerina on stage. And the headings say beginning ballet, changes and challenges. Beginning ballet when you begin dancing, changes and challenges when things are changing or becoming different in your life, or challenges, those obstacles that you face, those problems that you face. What do most of these features have in common? They all seem to be about dancing or going towards a dream by dancing, but facing those challenges. You will read to check my facts to make sure that the main idea is about an individual who dances toward their dreams in ballet, but faces obstacles and challenges. At the end of your reading, make any changes to our main idea statement after you've read all the facts and revise your thinking. Remember, you're putting all of these key details to figure out what it's mostly about. And make sure you key in to those obstacles that the individual faces. That will help you determine the main idea that the author wants us to know. You can find this text on Edsby, and you can also watch the YouTube video of Ms. Higdon thinking through and reading aloud this text as she keys in to the obstacles that our individual face. Bye for now, guys.